Right. Well, I have a quick question.
Go
What
ahead,
you
babe.
mean? What you mean you been seeing me? What that mean? You been seeing me?
See, I thought that kind of flew over the.
No, because I have been cutting up. What that
Okay,
mean?
okay, okay, okay. So I was just really teasing with that, but I
Oh,
mainly
okay,
got that
good.
from Ronnie.
Girl, and now look, I was accused innocently. My
That
name, Yaya, Sassy,
shit was crazy, girl. I'm telling. I
Ronnie.
was watching y'all, and when Sassy went the fuck, hold on, when Sassy went the fuck off on the Mrs. O, and like the Mrs. O was like upset for what? I was like, they didn't even
Girl,
talk about your ass this whole time. I was even listening to a little like slick shade. I rewound it and everything. Like, did they
it
say something to make her seem like she
no,
was being talked about?
no.
I was
Did
like,
you
this.
hear anything? Did you hear one thing
Mm-mm,
that sounded like it could have, maybe, should have, would have? Hey, Vibrant,
mm-mm,
been about her.
not at all.
Thank you.
Not at
I
all.
just, it was as soon, see, TMO has me blocked and I don't care, but I can still see Nina. Maybe not after all this stuff went down, but at the time. So as soon as Sassy dropped down and started saying hi to people, and people started saying hi to her, I could see Nina starting. I mean, immediately. So I could tell that TMO was saying something because I'm looking at all the other people typing, and nobody else was, none of the other comments made sense going, with what Nina was typing. So I figured, okay, it's TMO, her and TMO going in on Sassy, and Sassy barely has said hi to six people. So, I'm reading, and Sassy always, every time she goes someplace, people joke with her about being bougie and stuff like that. And I always feed into it, right? I'm like, girl, you are bougie. You so stuck up. You know what I'm saying? And then we start joking with one another. And so we were talking amongst ourselves. And so when I start joking with her, well, you saw it. She's like, girl, I know they so jealous, but she's playing off the stuff I'm saying. We weren't even gearing it towards anyone in the chat. It was just kind of between her and I. And I said, she's like, girl, you know they stay jealous. And I was like, I know, right? That kind of stuff. And some kind
For
of
real,
way.
that shit was a lot. I mean, I don't know. I guess I I don't know if she don't know y'all little banter because even like okay, when you hit Ronnie Q's live, you wouldn't know any better if nobody really knew you and knew that you like Sassy because as soon as you got on there, you was like, Sassy is just messy and she's this and it's all Sassy fault. And I'm sitting here laughing while I'm working. Like,
Right,
anybody
because
else would be like, oh shit, why Corio going off on Sassy? But I mean, obviously Ronnie Q knew. Like,
you knew, right, Ronnie Q knew. Most people, hey, Charlie,
Hey,
um,
boo.
most people, yeah. And so, but everybody else in the chat got it. You see what I'm saying? Why were those two the
mm-hmm.
only ones that didn't get it? Lady Nika got it. Lady Nika doesn't know. She doesn't know. Yaya got it. Yaya might be vaguely familiar because I think Yaya is in your bushes a lot. But the people in Lady Nika's chat don't know that. They got it.
Because they don't get social cues.
You,
It
you,
was a whole mess. And then Lady Nika, she was like, this is why I hardly ever, go live anymore because I
I
mean it
felt
was a mess. Like her whole show just went. I ain't gonna say it went to shits, but it was like it went from like a big old high
we were having
to.
so much fun.
Mhm.
Lady Nika was everybody. It was a fun live. Sassy was up there. They were kicking it. Everybody. But I was wondering because Sassy is a chat reader while she's up on a panel. She
Yeah,
reads
she
the
said her
chat.
and Yaya are experts at.
Oh yeah, she did say that, and yeah, and Yaya's like, and so I know I'm watching what Nina's typing, just just rude stuff. You can tell Nina tries to get a reaction. She's going to keep going at you, getting worse and worse and worse until you react. Then she's happy. And I've seen her do it in different chats. Well, in Pizza's chat, a lot. Brianna's channel, a lot. That's just what she does.
I'm
And
glad she don't be over here because I'm like,
right,
I ain't, hey,
right,
ain't
right.
nobody to brag about on these YouTube streets, But
No, that's
I
okay.
would probably have to block her ass on site, like,
Yeah, she's a mess. And so I'm reading what Nina's writing, and I'm thinking, I know, Sassy's reading this shit. And I knew she was, but I was like, well, she's ignoring them, good, but they really ain't no telling what TMO's doing. And so then all of a sudden, like you said, it blew up, and I think that when Yaya's up there, it gives Lady Nika a chance to really get more into her commentary, maybe chill a little bit more, when because she knows Yaya has her back, you know what I mean, and is watching over things and has certain things she can and can't do as the head mod or whatever, and managing mod. And so I think it caught Lady Nika off guard because Yaya, I forget what point. I don't know if that was the point where uh what's her name? What's her name? Nina start
Nina.
talking yeah, start talking about I can't, I'm a paraphrase, because I think they said something about money or something. No, I can't remember, but I think that was at some point Yaya timed her out or blocked, timed her out or either blocked her. And so, it exploded,
And she
right?
said she gonna block her everywhere. But what do you think about Sophie's comments before you carry on? Um,
I
this
believe
one
that.
right here, especially where he said, "I don't feel sorry for none of them. They created that monster. Now deal with her."
Now, when Yaya, because when Lady Nika, was saying she's going to end her life, I think Yaya and a lot of people went on over to Yaya's because she fired because she was hot. Not at Lady Nika, not at Lady Nika, but about the Nina TMO situation. But it's come to find out, some more people hit Lady Nika's panel, so she lasted longer. But anyway, so y'all put, at first I thought my name was going to be pulled into it because they were saying how Sassy and I were joking in the chat, and you know how Nina and TMO start going off. So I went up there on Yaya's panel and I was just like asked, talking to her about it, letting her know I didn't do anything. I'm innocent. And don't make me content. And, I was just joking,
Yeah,
but
I
I
know you
did,
was joking. It was funny
yeah.
though.
But I did ask Yaya. I was like something to the effect of, do y'all think, y'all created this monster? Or I might just be thinking that because of just what I read with Soapy. But basically, do you think if y'all had stopped her or curbed her in the beginning, do you think she would be going this far now? Because she's ridiculous now. And she keeps getting away with it, and year by year she's gotten systematically worse. you know um they told her don't do the maid reads. Well, she does that, and now she talks up under people's clothes. She talks about the gay men in this sector like dogs.
You know, that's the same thing Sophie said. He said she should have been stopped a long time ago.
Yeah,
And I agree with you on that and a lot of people
yeah.
on that. Because for one thing, it is there are some people on here who would be like, is they black? Is they white? They voice. And I hate how people say, why do people always say sound white, sound black? You know what? Not you, but you know why we say that shit. Like, come on now.
Everybody
It
know
ain't like
why.
we're not trying to be mean or biased or nothing like that. It's like we know what that sounds like, okay, on each end. But there are also people, I know people personally, who is just as black as they want to be, grew up in the hood with me. But girl, you could have swore they was like raised down there in LA and in the valley somewhere, by the way they sound. But it's her comments that she's made over years regarding black people or maids or slaves or this or that, and then the fact that she sounds like Mary Poppins. So I agree she should have been stopped a long time ago. And somebody like you would never be over here spewing that type of, you know, spewing those type of words. And I don't literally see you. I mean, see you. I ain't talking about no wrist, no neck, no earlobe. I want to see you, and I want to see you talk in real time.
Well, I don't care as long as you're respectful. I really don't give a damn. But
But she
because
ain't.
because you're ambiguous and and like you said, and you say the things you say, I'm gonna have issues with you. You see what I'm saying? Because there's certain ways, certain things that each race, I don't care what your race is, you let shit slide because say you know they're white like you, you know they're black like you. So you're not going to go all off the deep end. But when you're saying problematic things about my race and I'm not sure what's going on
But
racially
I think
with
that would be
you,
the. I think that would be vice versa. Like, think about it, Corey on Charlie and Dr. Soapy said Charlie has always been respect. Always, always,
always,
and we know who
never.
Charlie ride with. Okay, Charlie ride with my girl on here and has been for years.
Oh, there
But
is
she always
nobody.
been in trust. Our girl VS wouldn't even have her in her little circle if it
Let me
was not
She would
that
have
way.
cussed me out and threw
if
me.
I
Girl, she could have threw your
what
ass away and hung you up to dry in front of the whole beef sector on the cross. But if it was Charlie, let's say it's Charlie and she
I
got a
can
panel
feel
and
40.
somebody is portraying to be a Caucasian with Charlie and it is somebody in her camp on YouTube. But she's always talking about saying certain really negative things about white people. It would be the same way, like, hold the fuck you huh?
No,
You
but
one of us. If you
what
one of us, why is you talk like it don't
we're
make
saying,
sense?
yeah, we're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
We're saying the same thing. You know
They
what I'm
need a
saying?
proof on
But
Nina.
I'm just
I'm with
saying
y'all on that.
because you're fucking ambiguous. So you're saying you're black and you're saying problematic things, but I don't know. So I'm gonna have an issue with you until I know. You know,
Exactly. Because
yeah,
how
you
many people, I got a homegirl, and I know y'all all know some white people that talk blacker than black, and they ain't the ones that try to be black, as we have saw over the years, even in real life, but ones who actually grew up in the hood, hung around people like us, whether it's gangs or, and they got the swag, they just talk like, you know what I'm saying? Like urban or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I know one in particular, a white guy from LA. He used to be a Crip. He grew up in the gangs. His best friends were black. He grew up right next to this lady who was black, and he kind of like lived with them. So he grew up with her sons, and they were out into all kind of shit. He ended up moving away from that shit because he kept getting in trouble and going to jail, going to prison, whoop, 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 whoop. And now he's living here in the Midwest, right? And just in front of him for 30 seconds, you were like, man, I know you was raised around some black motherfuckers. But if this white dude was in Charlie's camp and he told black, no, well, okay, I know people hate this, say it that way. But I'm just keeping it funky, right? Keeping it funky.
Keep it real,
Well,
girl.
if he talks like that and he's in Charlie's camp, but he's always talking about white people, but he's telling you he's white, Like you would feel the same way. Ain't no way. Okay, Nick, you talking like this, but you telling me this, and you calling all of us white trash and all this kind of, this dumb shit.
Oh, we
Crackers,
have a couple of
crackers, and
of
Charlie
those.
love her. So I don't mean no. We just talking right now, but calling her crackers or whatever. Hold up, why is you saying that about what's the deal? I don't understand why nobody won't be like, okay, I'm sorry, but we need to see you, or you need to stay off our
Well,
motherfucking
everybody's
platform.
like that except for, the people in Pizarro's camp
It don't
and the
make no
people in
sense,
Bree's
Corio.
camp. But I mean, look, there's a lot of people, that when it's their fave, it's their fave.
It just don't make no sense. I can understand like Brie and them talking about, oh, we saw her arm, we saw her eyelash, we saw her elbow, we saw her. No, honey, you can be in my chat, but you can't be spewing all that shit. You can't be spewing all that rhetoric on my panel unless I see you. I mean you. I want to see your mouth talk in real time while us having a conversation before
Right.
I can continue on like this.
Yeah. I mean, I can get it why she wouldn't want. I get it when people don't want to show their faces. I know a lot of people have a problem with that, but I don't feel that anyone owes anybody enough to show their face. If you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. um and because of the bullshit that can happen to you when
And
you
if you
do
don't
it.
want to do it, shut the fuck up. That's how I feel.
Right. But
What's up,
yeah,
Connie?
but it, huh?
Go
Oh,
ahead, Corey. I just want to say
but
hi to Connie. She hit the panel.
who did?
Connie?
Honey.
Yeah, Connie. Salate. Connie.
Hey Tanya. Hey Corey lover. Hey. Hey Charlie.
Hey,
I
Who
know you ain't
Saturday.
forgot about Connie, Corio.
who
Yeah, she
Connie?
forgot about me. I
She
ain't
ain't
hit a
been here
panel
about
in a
10
long
years.
time.
Yeah,
Connie,
she ain't
I'm
been here about 10
sorry.
years.
I've had a lot happen to me since the beginning of the year, so I'm sorry. Don't. Connie, there's the picture. Okay. Yeah,
Yes, that's
I'm
me.
sorry. But just real quick, then I'll shut the hell up.
No,
You
continue
know,
No,
on.
keep
I get,
going. No, keep going.
I get it because she doesn't want to show her face. I get it. I get that for anyone. You shouldn't have to. Because you get doxxed to shit, they can use that to really dox you. And people have shit to lose on here. Not saying that people that do show their face don't have shit to lose, but if you're not a content creator, now if you're a content creator, to me that's a little different. But if you're a subscriber, you shouldn't have to do that. But then again, when you have issues like that and you're problematic like that, and I'm not saying you should at least be willing to turn the camera on and immediately show your arm. Something, because you're saying, and I think she gets off on people getting angry at her because she likes to say when she says some real problematic ignorant shit, and when people have a problem with it, she goes up on the panel the next night and she talks her shit and goes, well, I fed the streets for 24 hours, so I don't care. I love it when people talk about me. So there you have it.
She needs her own show.
No, that'll guarantee. Yeah, well, uh, she ain't gonna do nothing like that
She probably
because
wouldn't do nothing like that, but
right, because she can use Pizza's panel whenever she wants to. Bree's panel damn near whenever. Bree's a little bit more in control of her panel. So, she doesn't quite get to do what she does, but Pizza's panel, she runs amok. She,
Okay, I'm sorry to interject, Corey, but who are we talking about?
oh, sorry, we talking about Nina, girl.
Oh, the
Nina.
white Amish bitch. Okay.
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
they call the Amish girl. Did you
The
see
one
what
who
happened
came
the
for
other
me and
day?
my son. Yeah,
Yeah,
that one, that bitch.
I don't know how long you've been around because I haven't seen you in a minute, and we do miss you, boo. But did you catch the interaction the other day when it was Choreo and it was Nina and Demon Soul in the chat and
Yeah,
Oreo and
I caught that yesterday. Well, the day
Don't
before
be
yesterday.
putting my name in nothing. And
because
forget,
Corey being messy.
Alan, how do you know I ate some edible?
No, it was not Corio's fault. It
I
was
know.
not Corio's fault. Her name was just tied in that only because of one little conversation, one little comment back and forth between her and Sassy ignited all this bullshit, and I don't believe it. It's people being obsessed. They are obsessed with who they fixated on. They're gonna hold it. They're gonna keep holding it until the people that they can run to push them out. Just like how she been pushed out of other camps. She ain't gonna stop until she get pushed out.
And the thing about it is, she's problematic from the jump. TMI.
Oh, she's very
And
problematic.
yeah, and been problematic for years and years and years. But what's going to happen? Here's the thing. Uh, Being tied up with Nina has fed into her insecurities, her paranoia, and I think Nina is doing it because she doesn't have anyone. She found someone she could cling on
She
to.
latched on to DMO. Remember, she
Right.
came out the black sector, and then when she got kicked out of there, and they wouldn't listen to her, then she grabbed on to Goosey, and that's where she met TMO, and then she latched on to TMO. Y'all don't remember the storyline, the whole timeline?
I remember
Yeah.
she came over because she followed Jay Speaks.
Please refresh us. Please refresh us if you don't mind.
Go
For
ahead,
the people who
Connie.
don't know. For the people who don't know, Connie. Like the
Nina started.
timeline.
Well, how I remember her, I don't know where she actually started from, but I remember her in the black sector. I remember her around Jay Speaks a little, but I was kind of
Yes.
like in and out at that time. Had my own life situations going on, so I wasn't really there that much. So I can't
Hmm.
really speak on Jay Speaks' situation. But I remember when she got kicked out the black sector, and I remember
So,
when she jumped into Goosey. That's when I started like really listening in, like tuning in, and I'm like, okay, this girl, okay, she might have something to say, but she's very detached.
mm,
Because I appreciate people being condescending because I can be condescending too, and I'm okay with that. Actually, I'm not really condescending. I'm just kind of like just straightforward, and I appreciate people being condescending because I appreciate the straightforwardness that comes behind being condescending. But what I'm saying is she got kicked out. She got kicked out, and then when Goosey left, no, actually Goosey didn't leave. He was still here. She met D Miss O on Goosey's panel because that was the time when D Miss O had fell out with Kimmy, and D Miss O was hanging over there on Goosey. And
see,
then so when she met DMSO on that panel when she used to hang out over there,
okay,
then she came over here because DMSO had attachment to the beef sector.
okay. See, I did not know that because see, I never watched Goosey.
I was just gonna say I forgot about old Goosey.
Yeah, people say, oh no, he's got a girlfriend and he's not around anymore. Goosey's probably got 1,000,003 troll pages and he's sitting
Okay, that's what I was saying. I said I know
there.
Gucci's still around here. He just don't want to be known like that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I did not know that's how they met.
Yeah, that's how they met. They met on Gucci.
Okay. Okay. Well, I still don't think, I think that Nina amps her up and feeds into all her crazy her
Insecurities.
Oh, wait a
and
minute. Oh, wait a minute. She definitely feeds into the insecurities. Okay,
yes,
let's talk about this because I'm pretty
yeah,
sure these bitches be on the. I'm sorry. Can I curse?
yes.
I
Okay,
know
these
she didn't.
these
I know
hoes.
she
Well,
didn't
these
just
hoes. Can I say hoes?
Yeah, because
Connie,
you
Connie,
always
girl, I'm about to put
look,
your ass off this panel.
Are
Tell
we
me
at the
can you
White
cook?
House or are we at the
Girl,
no,
we
we're
at
in
the
the
White
hood
House?
hood.
table.
We're in the
Shit.
hood. Look, Connie, we always forget and ask, and she's like, "Would y'all quit asking?"
Okay, listen. Oh, I done forgot my line of thought.
We were
Um,
talk about Nina feeding all of
yes. So
TMO.
that's how she does it, choreo. That's and everybody else on the panel. Hey, everybody else. I think somebody else came in behind me.
Yeah, that's bro.
Bruh,
That's
hey,
bro.
bruh.
Hey, Bishop.
What's going down?
Bishop Cornbread Hog Fed. What your name is today?
Oh, you ain't knowing? That's Cleophas.
Oh, you Cleophas today. Okay. All
Cleophas
Cleophas
right.
Earl.
Earl. Cleophas Earl
Bartholomew. Oh, I
Bartholomew.
ain't been around for a long time. I think the last time I was around, you was something another.
Oh, Stanley Earl.
No, you no. Mm-mm. You was
That's it's a bunch of his brothers. It's
it's
Cleophas
a
Earl.
whole bunch of y'all.
Oh yeah, you
Whole
talking about Bishop?
brotherhood.
It's a bunch of us. It's a bunch of us. Nana had a whole. She had a couple dozen of us. But yeah, today I'm Doctor Cleophas.
Hey,
Cleophas
listen,
Earl.
I ain't
Right.
mad at it. I
I
ain't mad at it. Pass
Bartholomew.
champagne here for me.
And they got to be a Johnson Jr.
Yeah, it got to have that Johnson Jr. on the end.
Yeah,
Yep.
you got to have Johnson Jr. No matter what the
And then
first.
it ain't official.
No,
Yeah,
Connie, she having Johnson Jr. on
yeah,
the
but
end.
well,
So
Junior Junior,
ignorant. You know, can't stand the
Junior
Holy
Junior,
Johnson Jr. Jr.
yeah, Junior is the junior of Junior.
That's when you really ignorant.
Go ahead, Connie. Go ahead.
My bad. Let me mute.
Connie the probably forgot what she's gonna say again.
I done forgot what I was gonna say, but
We was talking about Nina feeding into.
thank you, Coria.
Girl, like, spit it out, damn it.
Coria with the minutes.
Girl, wait, go ahead. Because
Okay, yes.
I'm
She's
tugging on.
speaking she's speaking for the Miss O. She's speaking for the Miss O because I'm pretty sure they get on the phone. That's what I was saying. They get on the phone and they be
Mm-hmm.
talking and they be talking about everybody. They don't like nobody.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Because
Mm-mm.
see, the Miss O, she feel like she done been hurt by so many people, but she be really in the shit. And she be
Girl.
causing a whole lot of shit. But in her mind, she in victim mode, so she already, she be thinking bad about everybody.
The messiest
And
bitch
so
is
she get on
always
the
the
phone with
messiest
Nina, and then they be talking, and she's like, "Oh, girl, they gonna say something if I say it." So, and then Nina just jump in. Well, I'll say it.
Yeah. Because I can see her saying, I don't care about these stupid bitches.
She a
Oh,
Right.
you
worker bee.
know.
She a whole Karen, a worker
Oh
bee.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's the
And,
messiest bitches, Corio. The messiest bitches always the ones be victim.
right. And, I also think that, you know, Nina was not very popular for a long time, but give her an A for perseverance. But it's like she really needed an anchor. She really needed someone that would anchor her down. And I think she found that in TMO. And that's another reason why she feeds into TMO's insecurities because it gives her a storyline. It gives her um, uh, more quote unquote legitimacy to be tied hand in hand with somebody that is really B sector. And she just I
Yeah,
don't
if you notice, she don't cross paths with the real B sector.
no, no. It's always been she used to go in Teresa's chat a little bit and outside and she used to pop in it, but she's really stuck to Lady Nika, Bree and Pizarro. And I think that I just think that Yaya was very real with her, and so when you're real with Nina, she gets pissed. She gets pissed, and she holds a grudge. And
she feels like she can dominate to those who she has that dominant quality of I'm gonna play on your insecurity. So she was already doing that with Demon. So when she felt that she could do that with others.
yeah, and she thinks she's the brightest bulb over here in the pack. And
Oh,
why
of course
you
she
know,
does.
sure, and that's why I find it highly hilarious when she talks about Sassy being bougie, and bougie doesn't have to I don't have to say I'm bougie. Bougie, I don't have to say I have, she's always comparing herself with Sassy, and how she doesn't have to say the things that Sassy does to for people to recognize that she's all those things. And it's like Sassy's all those things too, but Sassy's just joking about, you know what I'm saying, being
She
that,
jokes a lot. She jokes a lot. She
like,
and then she has her serious moments.
well,
And
and
I think,
that's the
and then she has her
all the
playful moments. And I think when they were on Lady Nika's panel, they were just shooting the shit.
shooting the
Like
shit.
they were just shooting the shit, and then this out of the blue.
And when
It's
Lady
don't you
Nina said,
listen.
"Oh, what's going on?" and she was like, she said she was
Y'all ever been at
wait
a
a minute,
family reunion?
listen, this is
Okay,
what happened. She said, Sassy was taking shots at me. And I remember Lady Nick was like, well, what kind of shots? She was saying I was jealous of her. I was like, wait, what?
I'm telling you, Corio, this is what I'm saying. Have y'all ever been at a family reunion or a funeral around like the what we call the setting up? It's like the days before the funeral. It's a
Yeah.
setting up.
Mhm. Mhm.
And everybody could be okay, everybody bringing in cakes, and they bringing in chicken, and they bringing in food, and they bringing in casseroles, you looking at like, oh, what the hell is that? Or I'm not going to eat it, but thank you. And everybody is there, and everybody, trying to console people, and there's that one cousin. It's like that one cousin come up in the spot, and it's like they bring on a whole dark cloud. And,
Yeah,
and and from the time they step themselves on the property, it's some shit going on. It's drama.
yeah. I just,
Next thing you know, somebody falling out outside by the bonfire.
yeah, there are just some people that you just wish that they'd get tired and just
She
not really even
it's an evil spirit. It's an
just
evil spirit.
not even when they're, especially when they're not even beef sector anyway. They've only been here a couple years. That, you know what I'm saying, they're not even really, you know what I mean. They only really they anyway. There's just a few people
Okay,
that I'm
let's
over
just subtract
with.
the beef sector thing about it,
No
right?
one,
What
no
about
one would
being a
even
human
say.
being? Because a human being can have a track record and a pattern too. And I
Uh,
keep
I
hearing
don't.
people
I,
talk about
I don't
Bless, what she
feel
did to
like
Bless, what she did to Bless. And I think I was gone. So I don't remember what she did to Bless. I really don't, y'all.
she did a lot. TMO did a lot. She she likes to divide and conquer.
She was
And
doing some shit behind the scene, right, Corio?
oh
With
my
Bliss.
God, she's always doing something behind the scenes.
Right.
And then
Tell it.
get tired of her.
Now, you know
And
what, Tanya? You should not put that up there
Talent, hey, Talent might as well hit the damn panel. He said Nina is to Sassy
because
what
that
Nina
is
is to me.
dead on.
There are jealous and disgruntled kids.
That
yeah,
is dead on disgruntled.
yeah, that is true because if you could have just everything Nina was writing in the chat. Well, when people are bougie, no one's ever had to call me or tell me, and it's like, why are you comparing? Why do you and TMO compare yourselves to Sassy all the time? Because that's the way I always feel. It's like, don't worry about, if you guys would ignore Sassy the way Sassy ignores you guys,
Then everybody will be okay.
yeah, you guys could
You
coexist.
could coexist. You could live you could live in a cordial. Be cordial in the community. You could
Never,
really
never
be
happen.
okay. But their whole thing is
Never
because
happen.
she's so jealous that Sassy got a mod stick with Bree. Sassy she able to get on a panel and hang out, and it ain't no fuck shit. Oh, I'm sorry, it ain't no
Sassy
bullshit.
drops down in a chat. Everybody, not everybody, but the vast majority of people are saying hi to her. When TMO drops down in the chat, people start complaining.
Or she
Oh
don't see
Lord,
him because she got him blocked like me.
yeah, had to be, but oh Lord, here comes the victim. Here comes. I
Oh
remember,
yeah, she got everybody blocked. She can't see shit unless she get on the panel.
like, and that has to be, you know, but she can't even. I would never let a woman, anybody, but especially a woman, where we have beef. I would never let her see me sweat. Even if I was gritting my teeth, I'd just be laughing and joking with the people in the chat. Even if I
Exactly.
every word she wrote, and I'm getting pissed, more and more pissed by the minute, I would keep laughing and joking and never let them see me sweat. And that heifer and Nina, they cannot do it. And that's when TMO is unhinged.
Arrested Development.
She's unhinged. You know.
Hey,
Uh
Grish.
I can, hey Chris.
Yes, hey Grinch, hey View. What's up? What's good?
Have you now? Let me ask you guys: have you heard about the Victor Bones situation? I don't want to stick on it or stay on it, but have
Oh,
you guys heard about it?
yeah.
Okay, that's all. I just
Yes,
want.
I heard
Yeah,
about it.
Yeah,